Hi guys, my name is Anthony, this is Crypto for you. Today I'm going to be talking about what's going on Ethereum, not Bitcoin, Ethereum. I'm going to be comparing Ethereum to Bitcoin. I'm going to be telling about their similarities and their differences. So first things first I want to talk about is kind of what's the difference between Bitcoin and Ethereum, except like that they're different currencies. So Ethereum is like more on the transactions, but Bitcoin is more on the safety. So instead of being super fast in the transactions, like Ethereum is, because Bitcoin only does 4 through 6 transactions per second, but Ethereum does 1,000 to 2,000 transactions per second. That is a big difference. But Bitcoin is more on the safety side. So the person who designed Bitcoin didn't even think that Bitcoin would be so much people would know it and so much people would invest. So he did it more on the safety side. So if somebody did invest, he didn't just hack in and take all that money for himself. So Ethereum is more on the transaction, but it is safe too. So we're right now looking on Bitcoin. So, but if we go to the Ethereum chart right here, you can see that they're kind of like the same. So if we go to it like this and we take the chart, so bear flag, it did have a bear flag after it crashed, and it had a cool spike here, and Bitcoin crashed and had a cool spike right there. And it actually, the spike also did a bear flag, but then it broke below, and it's actually inside this triangle. So the same thing is Bitcoin. This is Ethereum. I'm getting myself mixed up with Bitcoin, Ethereum. So it's right now in a triangle too. But the difference that I saw is that the touch points make it be a little bit longer. Ethereum to meet the tension point. So it's the tension point. This tension point is the 8th, which is in 5 days, which will be Wednesday, which is it's not a weekend, it's a weekday. So prices usually drop on the weekend, and new things happen on the weekdays. So, but Bitcoin, on the other hand, if we go to this, also I did not tell you about this upward trending triangle. It is another thing that instead of an upward trending channel, it is an upward trending triangle. So because it needs a tension point, because channels don't have tension points, they just keep going on forever. So this tension point is on the 5th, which is in 2 days, which will be a Sunday, which is a weekend, which prices usually drop on weekends. So there's a little bit more chance of Bitcoin dropping. But I still think Bitcoin will go to the upside because of like the supports and the support of the 20-day moving average that is right there that's supporting it along the way of this. So back to Ethereum. Same thing's happening with Ethereum. There is a 20-day moving average supporting it right here, and the triangle. So, but if Ethereum and Bitcoin, they're practically the same things, because Ethereum is a coin and all coins are following Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is like the first coin, and people got their code copy paste, but then changed it or something like that, copied sections. So they so if you want to be a programmer, so you have to learn lots of things. So if we go and go red, because that is a support, I think that's what I'm supposed to write to. Yeah, so if we do break to the downside, which is mostly unlikely, this is Ethereum, by the way. On Ethereum, if we break to the downside, we will go probably to 128 level. Same if we go to Bitcoin and we draw a line, we will go to 5,867, which is mostly unlikely, I tell you. But what is likely is we're going to break to the upside, and when we do, I'll be waiting for Bitcoin at the 8,000 level, and because that is a really big resistance, because if we go here and we type the resistance, you can see that two gigantic touches before it broke above it in, when is this, 2020 January 8th. It tried to break above it, and then it did, but it broke below it and stuff. It had lots of battles and stuff, and then it used it as support, and then we went on a big rally to 14,000 level. So that's why I will be waiting for Bitcoin at 8,000 level, and I will be waiting for Ethereum somewhere there, somewhere at the 1,500, somewhere, yeah, there. But let's see. Since all the coins do follow Bitcoin, if we break to the upside from here, it will be like 14.67%, 14.7%. So if we go to the Ethereum and do it, if Bitcoin like breaks right now, 14.7%, 14.7% will be this line, like right here, 0.7%, which is not a support on Ethereum. Let me see if it's a support on Ethereum. So 14.7% right there. So yeah, it kind of is a support because if we go, it was like the start of 2020 too. Because wait, let me see this. So 14.20%. It kind of, we could see this on Bitcoin. It tried to go above it there, but then it fell. And 2020 January 9th, it did break above it here. If we go to the Ethereum, 2020 January 15th, a little bit farther, January 9th is right here. And that's where we are right now. It is a support right now, resistance with Ethereum. Right now we are. See, we are at another support and resistance right as we speak. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about this one. So 40.7% would put us on 167, and that is a major support in 2020 of the January 24th. So that is kind of like a support and resistance. That might be where Bitcoin, Ethereum is going. So, so that's where I think Ethereum might be going because of the support and resistance. So if we go to a closer one, let's do a closer look, and let's see. Okay, so it did actually hold. So this is the weekly chart. So it did actually hold its position for like a little bit, but since so much people were selling here, the volume just shot up, and it was able to push Bitcoin down. But this is a big support and resistance. So that's where I think Bitcoin will go and Ethereum will go to in about, so Bitcoin in Ethereum 5 days, Bitcoin in 2 days, 3 days, somewhere there. So guys, I think that's it. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs button down below, slap that bell, subscribe to me. That will help me really much. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!